good, brother? They need to hear you speak, man. We need your perspective out there, man. How's it going? This is Chris Cast, episode 1 of the Let's Go Somewhere podcast. Like I said, episode 1 of Let's Go Somewhere. And I'm a little bit about myself in this podcast. I'm really just shooting off the hip right now, meaning that I'm just going somewhere. Like, I'm recording live, and I kind of have a topic. I do have a topic, and we'll explore it. But I guess we'll start off with the name. Let's Go Somewhere, and the concept. And it all started with a homework assignment that I had in like this radio class that I took as an elective, and I did it last night actually, and it was podcast. It was live broadcasting, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing the assignment, and I said, all right, like maybe there's a future for me in podcast. And my teacher graded the assignment. She said, it was amazing, and she complimented me on my voice, and that isn't the first time. Somebody else, I've had a lot of other people tell me that my voice may hopefully be a source of income for me. So you know what, God gave me this voice, and I gotta use it for something. And that's the Let's Go Somewhere podcast. That's it right there. Taking the things that we've been, given, things we've been blessed with. Damn, Abel, why you gotta come in here?
Yo, first off.
All right, look. So I'm sorry. I'm recording this in my little brother's room. Let's Go Somewhere. This is gonna be raw and unedited. I'm not even gonna edit that out. He's in here right now. He's.
Fuck your podcast.
All right, man. All right, language. Come on. This is yes. This is the FCC. Is it the FCC that regulates the content? Anyways, look. So, like I said, I'm in my little. I guess a little bit more about myself is I'm 25 years old. I live with my parents. I moved back to New York last year when I was 24. I was living in San Francisco for 6 years at an art school, kind of on and off, in and out of school, and I decided to move back home to New York to try to make something happen. Abel, can you please turn that off?
I can't do anything in this house.
Please, I'm recording. Now I think he's purposely trying to interrupt. Like, I've got something going, and that's what I call that. I call that the devil. That's the devil hating. It's not my little brother hating. It's just he's got it's just hate. It's just hate. People hate. You know what I mean? It's cool. Your own blood, own family. You never know. His name is Abel. It's my little brother. I'm gonna put him on blast. Anyways, a little bit more about myself though. My name is Chris Cast, and that's not my real name, but it's close to my real name. That's the name that I would that if I were to have a music career, that would be my stage name. And the reason I bring up music is because I make music. It's a hobby right now, but who knows, maybe one day it might turn into a music career. And this whole episode is just intro to everything. And the goal would be just to keep this whole thing raw and unedited. Unless I'm doing snippets, then I'll have to pause the recording and play whatever snippet, which I probably will do later on if I want to showcase some of my music. But when it comes to the music that I'm making right now, like I said, let's go back to the name of the podcast. Let's Go Somewhere. I might actually be a good album name. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, somewhat of a hobby right now. Hopefully it could turn into a career. What kind of music do I make? I think that's hard to define because I'd consider the music that I'm making right now, I'd consider it genreless at the moment. And who knows, maybe one day it won't be genreless. Maybe one day it'll be defined. Maybe one day it'll create a new genre of music, and and that's the fun part of what I'm doing and the challenge that I'm up for. And I try not to put any expectations on it or any pressure on myself. We'll see where it goes. I guess the reason why I just say the music that I'm making right now is genreless is because I start from places that I start from like unconventional places. Like, I start with a little bit of something and I take it somewhere. So, a teaching, like if I'm listening to like a message or I experience something or a certain sound, or maybe I'm at work and I'm, working and a melody comes into my head, whatever it is, like the places that I start making my music from, I think are unconventional, and the finished product is often something that's not easy to define. It's not, it's not like oh yeah, that's trap, or that's hip hop, or that's rock, or soul, or that's pop. No, I think that the stuff that I'm making right now is definitely not easy to define, and I'm cool with that. And some people like it. Some of my friends enjoy it. Some people might not like it. Who knows? But I think that's just part of the journey and the challenge and this whole thing. And I want to grab onto a topic because I feel like I'm kind of getting lost. But all right, the music. So yeah, maybe one day it'll be able to turn into something. Oh, all right. I guess this is probably a good time to maybe show you a snippet of the music. So here we go. I'm gonna stop the recording to show a snippet. To play a snippet. So there you have it. That was a song. It's a concept, a hook. I don't know. It's just something that I'm working on. It hasn't really become anything complete just yet. But the name of that is No Secrecy. And who knows if I finish this album. I definitely need something's defined. Like I think I need like it's helpful when I choose like a date or for a finished product. And I guess that's what's really gonna separate, that's what's gonna separate the pros from the amateurs, and those are the things that I need to learn. But as you can see, that sound right there, I'd say the closest inspiration is, it's definitely within the hip hop realm, but I don't think it's like clearly hip hop. And then the content, and then the sub, just like the whole vibe, I think deserves to be categorized within a different genre, and not because of like some like like this like not it's not because I have like this view of myself like I'm above other people, whatever it is, but it's really because one of the things that I say is that I suck at copying other people. I suck at like fitting in, so I just have to do me. I have to do things that are unique to who I am. You know what I mean? Like, and like that it spreads into a lot of different areas. Like I can't copy like when certain dances come out, I can't do them because I'm not good at copying them. Like so I have to end up hitting my own dance. And sometimes those dances don't really match my personality. Like sometimes it's just doing too much. So I have to move how I feel comfortable moving. And there's people that are really great at adapting to culture and making music that fits within a culture and dancing, the way that music, you know what I mean? Like there's people that are good at mimicking the culture that's already out there, and that's not a bad thing. Like I need those people in my life. I need those people to mimic what I'm doing. Only because, it would be nice, if people decide to embrace the stuff that I make. It would be nice, because, like I said, I believe in the things that, like the type of stuff that I'm taking in to create, the content that I'm making, or to make the stuff that I'm making. I believe it to be, these are things that are at my core foundation. As far, these are like, beliefs that I have and values that I think are good values, and and I want to share them. So, or maybe I want to explore them, and I want to just put that out there. So overall, like I definitely, like I said, my music is genreless at the moment. Maybe one day I'll be able to define it. Maybe one day the people will define it. Who knows how that's gonna go down? Or maybe one day, like the music doesn't go anywhere. So there's still a lot of time left. So we'll see where this goes. But I don't think genres are bad. I don't want anybody to get the impression that I think genres are bad. I think genres are very important. They're good. Genres help organize cultures, and they help organize ideas. They help organize music, so on and so forth. They help define things, and like all of that. Like people need organization. People need structure. It's not a bad thing. But the reason why I feel a calling, or I feel, a desire to go the route that I'm going, of making the music I'm making, and the reason why I'm attached to that idea is because I think that like the genres and the music that we have right now, and not only in music, it could be in other fields too, like even movies. But this is just where I'm at right now. I think I've been gifted with some type of musical ability, and hopefully I can have some type of impact within the music realm. But I think that the genres right now might, I think they're being worn out. Like people need something new, and I know I'm saying that like right now there's probably like too many genres out there. True. There's probably like an oversaturation of genres, but I still think that there's potential for a big boy genre to come up, and I would like to lead that. That'd be nice to add to my resume. Because then you got, like, for example, like the hip hop genre. It's heavily commercialized now, and like I said before, or I think I said before, like it can kind of limit the people within the genre, and the hip hop genre itself can limit the artists within the genre, and it can maybe limit the people listening, the fans, and maybe that genre itself might carry a stigma, which I think hip hop does carry a certain stigma that repel other people from listening, and it creates a whole thing. It creates a whole big. There's been a lot of great contributions within that hip hop genre, but I'm thinking I just think it's time for something new. At least, the hip hop genre is always it's gonna be around. It's not going anywhere. I'm not out to destroy it, but what I'm out to do is definitely start something new. And music is big. Music is big. It's a powerful form of communication. I think that music is like one of like the foundations of a culture. Like music is at the core of a lot of people's traditions and a lot of people's ideas and a lot of people's lifestyle. And like, I think I just have some things that I want to share, some things that I've been learning. And I'm only 25 years old, so it's not like I'm gonna school everybody or anything like that. I don't even think I'm not saying that I can, but like, there's just some cool stuff that I'm learning, some cool things, that some cool people that I know. There's some great content that I run by. There's some cool ideas that I believe in. I mean, ideas that I and I'm interested in, or there's cool values that I believe in, whatever it is. So I think all of that should be shared. And whoever's willing to whoever decides that they like this stuff and is willing to embrace it, I hope a lot of people are. I just I had to thank them in advance. And that's pretty much it. But I think this is a good place to end my first episode 1 of Let's Go Somewhere. And hopefully some people take a liking to this. Like I said, my name is Chris Cast, and we'll hope to hear from you guys, comments or whatever it is. But episode 2 should be on the way. I think it's something. We'll go somewhere with it. Like I said, I'm shooting off the hip. All right. Thanks, guys.